Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. So today is a cook with me video, so we will be headed to the kitchen here very shortly, but I wanted to give you a little bit of a rundown of what the menu looks like tonight. So tonight is just a Friday night in the Hall household, and I am getting excuse me, ready to cook shake and bake chicken with homemade cream corn. So let's go get started. The shake and bake chicken is relatively simple and it pretty much speaks to the point. I'm making shake and bake chicken. Sam and I love shake and bake chicken. I don't necessarily buy the name brand shake and bake. I do if it's on sale, but I typically just buy the great value shake and bake, and then I jazz it up a little bit. Something else to note is that I don't use the shake and bake bags. I don't think that there's enough room for the breadcrumbs to be able to get themselves around the chicken, and so I kind of set those aside and I use those as extra pastry bags, and I just use a large Ziploc bag. So the cream corn recipe that I'm going to be making is from a website called the Budget Savvy Diva, and I will make sure to link to the cream corn in the description below. Sam isn't a huge corn person at all. Sam also doesn't like creamed corn out of a can. I'm okay with creamed corn out of a can, but every once in a while I get in this cooking mood that I've been in and I make creamed corn from scratch. So that's what we're doing tonight. It's just a Friday night in the Hall household. We're going to make dinner, then we're going to actually watch the football team from Marion play, and we're able to stream it on YouTube. So let's head to the kitchen and get cooking. So we've made it to the kitchen, and so this is the shake and bake that I'm going to be using. It is the extra crispy seasoned coating mix, so aka it's shake and bake, from Walmart. There went Sam. You want to wave hi?
I did.
Oh, I didn't see it. I wasn't looking. Sorry. These are the bags that come with the seasoned coating mix. I will be correct. From Great Value. Like I said, I don't really like them. They're really small, and so I just put these back in my pantry and use them for extra piping bags when I am icing things like cakes, cupcakes, so they don't go to waste. I just don't use them. What I use is I just use a regular gallon bag, and I will start by, because the chicken is going to take the longest to make. So it needs to cook because their chicken breasts are really thick, and I'll show those to you here in a second when we start working. They're really thick, so they need extra long time to cook. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jazz up our shake and bake. So let's get started by doing that. The first thing we're going to do is I have my gallon bag here. Zoom out a little bit for you. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just roll the top down so I don't have as much to try to pour into. And I'm going to take my bag of seasoned breadcrumbs and open it up. Sometimes extra utensils are required. And I'm going to just dump it straight into my gallon bag. Make sure to shake it good, make sure nothing's escaping. So this is the base that they've given me. So now it's time to jazz it up. So the first thing I'm going to add is I'm going to add crushed red pepper. And just give it not some shakes. We're just going to give it a good, take out the little holder cap, give it a good few shakes. This is all to taste. If you just like the regular shake and bake, you can leave it as is. We like to get the plain and jazz it up. The next thing I'm going to add is garlic powder, because we like our garlic in this house. So I'm just going to sprinkle that in. Not only does this add extra seasoning and flavor to your breadcrumbs, it also makes your breadcrumbs go a little bit farther. So the next two things I'm going to add are actually only available locally. These are from a store in Wichita called the Spice Merchant. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add pure habanero powder. I'm not going to add very much because this stuff is spicy. So I'm going to make sure and tap that in there and close that up. And the second thing I'm going to add, and this is the last thing, is also from the Spice Merchant. It is extra hot cayenne pepper. I am not adding any extra salt because let me tell you, this stuff is salty enough already. So I'm going to add a little bit of the extra hot cayenne. Also close that up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to zip up my bag, hold it together, and I'm just going to mix it and shake it so that everything kind of gets incorporated together. Okay, so next we're going to add the chicken breasts to the seasoning. I am just using boneless, skinless chicken breasts that I picked up in a bulk package at Walmart. They are sold by weight. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 in here, and it was $7.71, and they are super thick, as you will see in just a moment. This is our chicken. I do want to take a moment to say that when you are working with chicken, please make sure to wash your hands after you are using your after touching chicken, after preparing it, because you can get salmonella and you do not want to get food poisoning from mishandling raw chicken. So I have them ready to go. So then first I'm just going to I've got my seasoning packet here. It's kind of off camera a little bit, but you'll see it here in a second. And I'm going to just place my chicken into the bag. Roll it up. I'm going to set my cutting board over to the side. I do not want to use that for anything until I have cleaned it thoroughly. And with plenty of air in the bag, I am going to just shake up my chicken. Let's do it to it. So the chicken has been thoroughly shaken, and I did make sure to try to get the breadcrumb seasoning all through the chicken. So there's chicken breast number 1, and here is chicken breast number 2. This one didn't seem to get as much, so I'm just going to kind of massage a little bit more into this one. See, that one didn't get any under that little spot there. And this is something that you definitely can check as you're putting them on your cookie sheets to make sure that it is properly coated enough for you. Some people are like, oh, well, as much sticks on it, it's fine. I want to make sure that my chicken comes out good and crispy. And it's not like you can save these breadcrumbs for anything else. They are a one-time use, especially with chicken. So make sure and kind of unfold everything on here. Sprinkle it on there. Massage it in. And of course we will be washing our hands again as soon as we pop this in the oven. So according to the box, you are supposed to let this cook for 20 minutes at 350. I am going to let mine go for about 45 minutes, simply because these are a much thicker piece of chicken than the chicken legs that it talks about. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start working on our homemade cream corn. Okay, so it's been about 25 minutes, and I'm getting ready to start on our cream corn. So this recipe is from the Budget Savvy Diva, and I will link it in the description below. So the recipe is called officially Delicious Cream Cheese Corn. And here are the ingredients that you are going to need. You are going to need 1 pound of corn, either fresh or frozen, but if you're going to do it from frozen, make sure it's thawed. I have here a bag. It's a 2-pound bag of super sweet corn that I got at Dillon's. So instead of trying to figure out what half of this package is, we're doubling the recipe. So for their recipe, it's 1 pound of corn, 1 tablespoon of butter, and I have butter here. You need 3 ounces of low-fat cream cheese. So I have my package here. Then you will need red pepper flakes and black pepper. So here's what the recipe tells us to do. In a medium saucepan, combine your corn, your butter, and your cream cheese. When it is heated through and cream cheese is melted, season it with salt, season it with pepper and red pepper flakes, and enjoy. All right, so because my stove is really hot, I'm going to try to film over the burner. See how this goes. sit. I thought I had Sam. He was up right up close to the thing. You want to come into the shot? Apparently not. Okay, so here is what it turned out to look like. And so now we're going to taste test. Sam is, like I said, is not a big cream corn person. So we're going to get his official review of this creamed corn. It's all on you.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's awful warm.
It's very warm. It just came off the stove. So it's corn, cream cheese, butter, salt, and pepper. And some red pepper flakes. And you can adjust the red pepper flakes to your heat likeness or leave them out overall. I know you'll like this better than canned cream corn.
Then it's a 10 from Lynn.
Is it really a 10? Is it really?
That's good.
Wow! Holy cats, guys! It got a 10. So now I have to try it. Because I haven't tried it yet. I made Sam try it first.
I'm the guinea pig.
He is the guinea pig. So here's
if I don't die, you can eat it.
Right? If he doesn't like croak, I'll eat it. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's like steam rising off of it.
It's melting the fork.
That is really good. I am always on the lookout for like a church potluck recipe because we live so far away from where we attend church, I can't cook something here at home and have it arrive hot. So I like things that I can put together super quick at the church, and this took me less than 5 minutes to put together. So Sam and I are going to enjoy our dinner, and we'll be back to end the video. So we are kind of in the middle of dinner, and Sam and I are getting full. We've both eaten about a half of the chicken breast and all of our cream corn. The chicken turned out really good. I was really happy with the chicken.
Peach trying to get some.
Peaches is sitting on the floor, or like with her paws up on Sam's leg, like, you have chicken? Chicken?
Yeah, but it's too spicy.
But it's really too spicy for her. The seasoning turned out perfect, and it was just right around a crispy. And I had to stop with the chicken because I was like, whew. But yeah, I'm getting full. But I had to go get more cream corn because this is really good.
Like, hey, I'll take some.
Peaches is willing to take our leftovers. So Sam and I were kind of talking about the cream corn because I had a recipe that I made in the crock pot when we lived out in Washington. But it called for 2 pounds of corn to 3 blocks of cream cheese. And so Sam and I were talking, and he thinks
I like this better. Right.
He says where this is sitting is perfect for him. Personally, I'd like to see it just a little bit creamier. So I think if I were to make this again and double the batch just like I did this time, I would probably add 1.5 blocks of cream cheese because that's kind of in the middle for both of us. It's still not overly like corn soup style, but it just gives it a little bit more, and we don't have to worry about the cream cheese going to waste because I put cream cheese on toast and I put cream cheese on bagels, and I can definitely find a recipe that calls for 1/2 block of cream cheese. I guarantee all I have to type in and Google is recipe includes 1/2 block of cream cheese and I'll find something. So I think that's gonna be where we end our video here. Sam and I are gonna go and watch a couple YouTube friends with their live streams tonight. I think we're gonna have to go digest our food. You guys, thank you so much for watching. If you try Budget Savvy Diva's cream cheese corn recipe, let me know what you think. And like I said, I will link the direct recipe and her website in the description down below. Sam is has grabbed a Snickers, so he's gonna eat a Snickers for dessert, and we're gonna go watch some YouTube. Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you in another video. Bye.
Bye bye. And bye bye.
Bye.